A humanitarian organization, IREDE Foundation, is urging the federal and state governments to set aside 10% of their 2024 budget to fund inclusive education for children living with disabilities in Nigeria. IREDE correspondent Georgina Ndukwezayike has more.
Statistics by the United Nations Children Education Fund indicates that children with disabilities constitute more than 50% of the over 10 million out-of-school children in Nigeria. Now, this is in spite of the existence of the Universal Basic Education Act 2004, which provides for free and compulsory basic education. From these statistics, it means 7 million children living with disabilities are out of school. This goes against the Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disability, signed and ratified by Nigeria in 2007, as well as the Discrimination Against Persons with Disabilities Prohibition Act, signed in 2018. Now, the IREDE Foundation wants this narrative to change.
The whole essence of this project is for us to bring the attention of the government to this, and so that going forward we start to have the education of children with disabilities being budgeted for, because we know if it's being budgeted for, then we have the likelihood to have it, really being implemented.
Our support to this project for children with disabilities is hinged upon the principle of leaving no one behind and nothing for us without us. As an organization, we support persons with disabilities, but provide even more support to those who are marginalized.
Let us reawaken our determination to make inclusive education a budgetary priority by working collaboratively with policymakers, with educators, and the wider community. We can ensure that financial resources are allocated with a focus on equity.
The organization is asking for 10% of the total education budget in states and federal government to fund inclusive education for children with disabilities.
So you may want to ask that since that UBEC policy came into force, how has it impacted the lives of children with disability? So there are a lot of things that are not in place, and that's why in calling for increased budgetary allocation, we also call for accountability.
There are quite a number of benefits, for inclusive budgeting, if we're able to take this advocacy almost state by state. So maybe we'll have to meet the governors forum. So it is in their interest for them to take it as priority at the state level, with the governor himself leading this change.
At this town hall meeting, advocates and persons with disabilities are here to deliberate and come up with a comprehensive document to be forwarded to policymakers for necessary action and implementation. The foundation hopes that funds will eventually be earmarked for inclusive education for children living with disabilities in the 2024 budget. Georgina Ndukwezayike, Arise News.
Well, let's take a quick break. When we come back, a first look at what's on the front pages. Stay with us.